Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekahak, Wadash, to the elder apostle, elder bishop of Great Millstone, who rule with, who I learn from daily. I'd like to give double honor, shalom to the 144,000, to the 1/3, to the elect. Well, we're here with an article. Alabama police rule black man's hanging death a suicide. But if wife doesn't believe it, now the FBI is investigating. Larry Richardson believes her husband, uh, Denarcis' death was somehow related to a lawsuit he filed against the local police department earlier this year. After a black man in Alabama was found hanging in an abandoned house, a local sheriff department ruled his death a suicide. But his wife thinks that there is more to the story. Now the FBI is investigating his death. As the scriptures say, curses a man that hangeth from a tree, even though he wasn't hung from a tree. Man, no telling what he did in the past life to get this kind of judgment put upon him. When the Cobalt County Sheriff Office first ruled the death of 39-year-old Denarcis Richardson, whose body was discovered on September 28 of suicide, his wife, Leah Richardson, became suspicious for several reasons. He was a father of 5 and a kid's baseball and football coach. Left no note, Leah explained to CNN and Associated Press. He also had no connection that she is aware of to the home where his body was found, which was miles away from Sheffield resident. Leah, who was estranged but on good terms with Jonas at the time of his death, told AL.com that she needs answer. This was made to look like a suicide, she said. It's not a suicide. Here in Babylon, it don't really matter. They're so used to lying about the killings of so-called black men and getting away with it. And here you have the whole police force who actually probably in on his murder. So of course they're gonna rule it a suicide, and of course anybody that's in there is not gonna be truthful to any investigation that they do. Let's see. Leah fears that rather than a suicide, his death was somehow related to a lawsuit he filed against local police earlier this year. The AP reported in the lawsuit, one of the several similar suits that Sheriff Police Department is currently faced with, Denarcis alleged that while in jail, he was assaulted, sprayed with tear gas, shot with a taser, and denied medical attention. That sounds like classic Edomite bullshit. So, just the simple fact, man, I'd have had to try to move out of town or something. Because if they'd did all this to him in jail, then you filed this lawsuit. You better believe the next time they caught you, they were gonna kill you. This seemed like classic Edomite. We gonna make you pay for trying to get over on us. Look at this. Laird fear is also heightened by Cobalt County resident, long-standing distrust of local law enforcement, with multiple community members making claims of excessive force, similar to Denarcis. The AP reported as well the fact that he died by hanging, which invokes the area's long history of lynching. I mean, come on, man. Can't get no further than that. My bad. You can't get no Obviously, that, of course, these people did it, but they're in their kingdom, and they're not in trouble as other men are. So they're used to killing so-called black folks, and they being swept under the table. Now, the real question is, when the FBI come in, will they give an honest take on what's going on and prosecute all the people that was involved in the man death? Or will they also say, hey, we don't find foul play? Because we still got to remember, this is Esau Kingdom. And just because the FBI is called in don't mean it's going to be fair play. There's no fair play here in Babylon for the so-called black, Latino, and Native American. Something that the Lord will put the spirit on them to take down the people who do these kind of things, and sometimes he don't. It's as simple as that. Because really, this was just judgment of the Lord. And whatever he brought upon himself in this life, or maybe even in a past life. Let's see. After the sheriff department's investigation of Jenner's death left his loved one more skeptical than satisfied, Sheriff Eric Beltine called FBI to conduct its own. He told the AP the federal agency is now reviewing the allegation of criminal misconduct. We feel confident in what our findings were, Beltine told AP, but we feel like by doing this, we can give the family more peace of mind. Transparency is always a good way to mend fences with the community, the sheriff added. I wouldn't trust that. If he was that confident into going to the FBI, if to have them come in and do an investigation, he must know the agent who's coming to do it. I'm sorry, that's just me. But I just got this feeling, something just telling me, if he willingly went and said, okay, let's go get an FBI agent and have them come in and investigate us, he got to know that agent. It got to be an old friend of his. It's not going to be somebody who's outside of what's going on. This is like I said, you can't trust Esau. Never trust thy enemy. But I'm willing to bet some money that the person from the FBI that he went and got is probably a close friend of his. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, let's get into these scriptures, though. We're going to start here. Luke 12:2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. And like I said, if the Lord really wanted this to come out, the truth to be discovered, they don't have that kind of power to hide it from Yahweh by Hashem and Yahushua. As the scriptures say, his eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. So this little incident can really be exposed if the Lord wanted to be. I mean, like I said, I believe the FBI agent, he trying to go get it as a friend of his, but the Lord could turn it around and have them send somebody who's not even involved with him, who judge fairly and can really just expose everything. So even though you can tell in this comment about how he feel that with the FBI agent come in, their findings is gonna be found true and all this, it really doesn't matter. If the Lord want to expose it, it will be exposed. I mean, you can only run that lie for so long till Yahweh Bashim and Yahushua just really exposes everything of Esau Edom. Because we know these people are born speaking lies. So I can't trust someone who said they ain't done nothing, then willingly go to get an FBI agent. I just don't see it. We're going to go here next. Proverbs 12 and 19 in the NLT. Truthful words stand the test of time, but lies are soon exposed. And we just read in Proverbs, Slacky, what that Proverbs, Luke 12 and 2. There's nothing that hasn't been done that shall not be shown. Them lies will soon be exposed if Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai want them to. Now I can tell that they killed that man. Anybody else know that they killed that man, but they're gonna keep that lie going. And hopefully Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai continue to expose Esau, Edom, and the things they are doing. Because honestly speaking, just me as a man, I'm sick and tired of Esau, Edom being able to murder us and just get away with it. I know anybody that dies, it's the judgment of the Lord, but Esau, Edom been doing this for too long. And every time I hear about something like this, I pray that Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai expose Esau, Edom for all the lies and treachery they've done, because with the invention of cell phones and cell phone cameras, we've been able to expose a lot of their lies that they're usually used to get away with. So when a situation like this, where there's no camera and nobody really don't know nothing, hopefully Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai will expose them. That these lies that they continue to tell won't go on forever. All right, we're going to go here. Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So when there's a righteous leader, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, you get situations like this where they can lie and say, he hung himself, it was suicide, even though you know they done killed him. They ain't gonna try to say, I feel good that once the FBI agent come in and his findings are the same as ours, we can repair a rift in the community. But it's all kind of lawsuits and complaints against this same police department of same kind of stuff that they were doing to the guy who ended up getting killed. So I don't understand what make him think you can repair something when you got more than one complaint about the same issues. But the wicked bear rule. So the people are going to mourn. And like I said, if they don't get exposed now, it's just going to continue. They're not going to stop. Because this is their kingdom. They're just going to continue to kill Jake whenever they get a chance. They're going to continue to rape, rob, pillage, and do whatever the hell they want to. Because it's in their power of their hand to do so here in Babylon. But we all know soon, Lord willing, very soon, that their end is coming. That they're going to be destroyed and ultimately go into captivity. We're going to end off here. Isaiah 59, verse 3 and 4 in the GNT. You are guilty of lying, violence, and murder. And we all know they're guilty of that. They're lying about what happened to the man. They violently murdered him. Then try to make it look like a hanging. That's classic Esau Edom motive. Verse 4. You go to court, but you do not have justice on your side. You depend on lies to win your case. You carry out your plans to hurt others. And that's all that's going to happen. Because you can see the play. I never seen a police force that run to go get a FBI agent to exonerate them of the crime that's been brought against them. And even if them people would have took them to court without the FBI agent, they'd have just lied their way up out of there. And this place don't have no justice. So guess what? They done went with it. It ain't gonna be no deeper investigation. Not if that FBI agent, if somebody that the chief of police know, like I feel like what's going on. Like I said, I never heard of a police department. Excuse me. I never heard of a police department running to go get an FBI agent to do an investigation. He was too confident about it. You got a history of being over aggressively toward the community, the so-called black community, beating the peoples, doing all type of things, getting away with it. Now that this man's family want an investigation by the FBI, you rush to go find one. Nobody find that suspicious. Nobody find that suspicious that they're that willing to run and go get an FBI agent. Come on, you gotta think quick. You gotta see through the lies. If it's the man he wanted, I promise you, he gonna walk away clean. It gotta be somebody he know there. That's why he's so quick to run and go get him. Or he felt like they clean up the evidence good enough to where they ain't gonna find it. One of the two. It doesn't matter. This place is soon coming to an end, and their lies are gonna be exposed for all the world to see like it is now. I hope this video was edifying. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.